A Western, The English, a new 6-part miniseries on Prime Video, premiered on 11th of November 2022. When someone from outside the United States takes on the most American of genres, the Western, there is always a little bit of a distinct taste. Hugo Blick's riveting drama, which starts off with 2 of the best TV episodes of the year before becoming a little too languid and talky in the middle, is heavily influenced by Sergio Leone and the spaghetti western. Thankfully, it finds its balance again and maintains its visual confidence and style throughout the slow parts. This is a drama about lands that have been shaped by violence and eroded by retaliation. It is a genre exercise with excellent performances and technical elements fit for a movie. Fans of the West will most certainly not want to miss it. On The English's final episode of the season, things get off to a flying start. We now meet Melmont, played by Rafe Spall in Cherished, the man who took Cornelia's money in the present. He was the man who went to the United States with her ex-fiancé to establish his cattle company. Trafford had his enormous winter hay stack torched to the ground because of the fiancé. 2 of his cowboys were killed when someone in all black ignited them on fire. At the scalp, they were both skinned. An older adult male is searching for the Black Widow, who is a part of some Wild West spectacle. The quiver of bows on the horse oddly resembles Cornelia's. Trafford wants to bring the herd to Alberta dressed in city slickers fashion because the cattle's entire diet is meant for the winter. Why? Because Melmont, who found gold in Colorado and has now returned to Wyoming, had had enough of him. In the meantime, the sheriff learns that Billy Myers and Timothy Flynn are the targets of the brand. At that point, Trafford is honest about the slaughter and its perpetrators at Chalk River. In fact, Melmont is constructing his entire metropolis over the graves. At that point, the mystery surrounding Cornelia's secret is revealed. Syphilis affects her. To hide the wounds on her hands, she covers them with gloves. They resemble the ones on the palms of Timothy Flynn's wife exactly. I figured they were cowpox scars. It turns out that her son contracted it before birth and passed away as a result. For this reason, Cornelia backed off from kissing Eli. Is Melmont the father when we take into account that he looked to be residing with Cornelia at the time? Was he syphilis positive? It is later proven that all of the men who participated in the massacre developed syphilis. But who, exactly? The woman a brothel refers to as the Black Widow. When Cornelia started dating her son, that is how their relationship started. The head of the death squad at Chalk River, Jerome McClintock, is still alive, though. In the Myers house, he captures a number of them after shooting Trafford's muscles. Jerome is riding his Gatling gun-equipped horse while wearing only black clothing. Yes, McClintock is the individual responsible for the killings and the burning of the rations. His hood slips off and displays his horrifying syphilis injuries when Whip flees the house and shoots at him. A little while later, McClintock passes away, and we learn that Trafford died in the water. Cornelia, Whip, the sheriff, and the widow of the Myers confront Melmont. The Myers boy is restrained by him. The father of Cornelia's deceased kid and her argue verbally about what happened between them. Melmont continues to irritate her and displays a sore under his lip. Her gun is raised, but she is unable to shoot him. At that point, the widow grabs her gun and casually shoots the affluent man. While striking Cornelia, the bullet passes through him and lodges in her necklace instead. He grabs a broken sword and stabs Melmont in the heart as he passes. The sheriff informs Whip that he must depart in order to keep things secret. That entails letting Cornelia go. He and she say their tearful goodbyes as she approaches him on her horse. She gives Whip the German Mennonite seeds before he departs. Eli hands her the little skull of a bird. 13 years later, The English Season 1, Episode 6 concludes. Due to the sores, Cornelia is in London and has her face covered. She makes a stop at the Wild Bill's Wild West show. There is touching Ground's son, Running Hawk's kid. In the drama, he is Whip. Cornelia's veil was pulled back by the young man, who then gave her a forehead kiss.